The issue of cyber risk, I think, is an important one, and we thought that we bring two gentlemen who are renowned hackers in this country. Jean-Pierre and Shalen will take over. Let's do them a big round.
Someone I'm already on here. Enjoy.
Jean-Pierre.
All right, so my boss told me we were starting at 9 a.m. What's the time now?
10.
Well, in conclusion, I thank you very much for listening. No? Okay. Cybersecurity is a very serious business, but we don't need to be serious. South Africa is the least equal country in the world. And as a South African, I'm incredibly ashamed to have to say that. But in order to address challenges, including those in business, we need to call a problem by its name. And this also goes for digital safety and e-crimes. And this is why Shalen and I started Cyber Defenders, tailored solutions. And that's very important because cybersecurity has to be tailored. There's no one glove fits all. Now, we divided the site into two areas of interest, one for personal and family matters, and one for business and commercial. And there are respective pages on our website to cover our approach to these different genres of concern. So please bookmark those pages and look at them in the future. However, because many of these threats take place both at home and office, we set up a topic-specific page, and that's available via our menu. And it's an extremely useful page and lists the most sought after and frequently needed types of support. You can click on the items of interest and read the articles, although we've got a very advanced website, so if you don't like to read, you can click the read for me and the website will read the article for you. This is why I never get invited back twice. Have you heard of a company called Vibe Controversy? Have you heard of it? It's about a particular adult electronic toy, and it was hacked. It was found collecting data of its users and sending it back to the company. Now, if that is not a data breach policy, I don't know. With that said, it's now time for me to hand over to the actual star of this keynote talk, my colleague, Shalen.
Thank you, Jean-Pierre and Murray-Kline. Hello everyone, my name is Shalen Harsoo, and I'd like to start off by saying I'm so glad that you guys brought your devices in today. It makes me feel extremely grateful. Do not worry about anything that might happen in the next 15 to 20 minutes. I promise you, you will not find me after this. So, just to give you a little bit about who I am, in 2015, I decided to go to college. I decided to get my degree in graphic design. 3 years I studied that. I then decided, 2018, let's try out computer science. I then went on to get my degree in computer science. Spent 6 years getting 2 degrees. I then thought, Shalen, you spent 6 years of your life studying, why not another 2? I went on to get my honors degree in network engineering. So, while my colleague JP focuses on the human aspect of cybersecurity, I tend to focus on what's going on under the hood because I'm an introvert, I'm a nerd, so I like to play around with code, the systems, the networks, and how cyber criminals try to break into them. So the next 20 minutes, I'd like to guide you through some quick steps on penetration testing, what it is, some e-safety tips that you can take back to your workplace or your home, and the last 10 minutes we will get into a demonstration of actually hacking into a phone. Penetration testing is when a company like Murray-Kline would hire somebody like me to assimilate an attack on their networks, on their laptops, on any one of their devices, to find out how a criminal would get into them. Think of it as hiring someone to break into your home. Not because you'll be there, but because you want to know how the burglar might do it. And once you know how the burglar might do it, you you will take the necessary steps in order to prevent it from happening in the future. The most important benefit of penetration testing is to stay compliant with the Cyber Crimes Act and the Software Compliance Act. We often recommend that penetration testing is done at least once a year, twice if possible, to make sure all your devices are secure. But I show of hands, how many of you guys have Android devices? A second, share my screen with you guys. So we are going to happen to this one. Now before I start, I do have to mention that this is a simulated and controlled environment, meaning it is completely legal. So whatever you have learned and are about to learn over the next 10 minutes, just keep one thing in mind, and the most important thing that you will learn today is that I was never here, you do not know who I am, you is So, this is the Android device that we can hack into. It's our cyber defense phone. This phone has not been prepped in any way whatsoever. The only thing I've done is install an email on this app on this phone because we need to use it for the demonstration. I actually need somebody to help me out. So, the kid has Fortnite. I love you so much. Now, I'm going to give you this phone. I'm going to say exactly what you need to do. What is your name, please? Simba. Simba is pleasure to meet you. Simba, how's your day going? Good, wonderful. My day is also going well. Thank you for asking. Not anything. So, everything you need to know is right here. You're going to be using 3 apps. Email app, the My Files, and the Gallery. Okay? I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. This one right here.
Anything suspicious with the phone? Alright, Shalen, let's go.
Okay. So, we want to keep this as real time as possible to make sure you guys do not think that we have set anything up. So, what I need to do is Simba. Can you please open the camera app? Camera, yes. Okay. Now you can take a picture of the room, you can take a selfie, anything you want.
Let's go stand over here and let's do a wide range. Everyone smile. So let me show you your photo, then you just check that you did a nice picture. No one was eating. Okay, there we go. Alright, excellent, thank you.
So Simba, would you say there's any way for me to have that picture that you just taken a few seconds ago on my laptop?
But how do we know that he didn't connect the phone to his laptop?
Screen sharing or
Okay, so you're not screen sharing, right? Okay, so there's no way for me to have that on my screen. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a connection between this laptop and that phone. And the way we're going to do this is by using the most common and most popular way of hacking, and that's by sending an email. So, what we're going to do is open up the browser. No, I'm going to do that.
Shalen's going to open up his browser. You can open up the email program as well.
So I'll show you my screen.
Any emails in there?
There we go. Okay. Email app. Let's go to webmail, and now we're going to log into an email that I created for this test. There we go. I'm typing my password, guys. Oh, this is legit. Okay, no. That's not. That is not very awesome. Okay. Now we in the mail. So I'm going to compose an email to the email that's on that device. So it's called demo and cyber defense. There we go. Now, I prepared an actual text document for this, so I'm just going to open up it quickly. There we go, so we can copy this. Now this is just the text that's going into the email, in the body, doesn't really matter. This can be anything you want, but the subject line is what we're going to call proof of payment. Good, it's obvious. Now, we need to add the most fun part to this, which is an actual device, code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach PDF. Download folder and proof of payment. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to send this email over to this phone. Click on send. Message has been sent. Sumba, please check for me that that email has come through. You can close, maybe you open the app.
That's it.
It's through. Wonderful. Open it up.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll see attachment.
Open attachment.
Yes. Sumba, zoom in and
Like
read
you've
out
done
the
this
attachment.
before.
please.
Simba.
Yeah, zoom and read out.
This document confirms that payment for insurance policy number
Yes.
since 8472 was successfully processed on 15 April 2025. While we've been reading this, I would like to let you know that I have created a device with malware and now we have access to your data. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Cyber criminals are very, very friendly guys. We get a bad rap and get access to them. Okay,
Always polite.
so Simba, by doing that, you've done two things, right? One, you're giving me a way to gain access into that phone. The second thing you've done, Simba, is that you have now become my accomplice, meaning if I was to go to jail, you will be coming with me. Because this is our company. So, ladies and gentlemen, while Simba funds life in South African jail, we're going to get onto the fun part and we're going to show you the software that we use in order to log in. So, this is Windows, by the way, Windows 11. Every Windows comes with command prompt pre-installed. So I've not installed any software on this device. You can run this as administrator. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's quite small. Okay. Now I do have actual software on this device that's actually needed in order to log into that phone, which I cannot show you guys, but since you can see my screen, I need to navigate to it. So I'm hoping you guys cannot see what it is. So quickly, let's just quickly open. Okay. There we go. Now, the first thing we need to do by default, command prompt opens up to where your hard drive on your laptop is. We need to tell command prompt to change the directory. So we type in CD, which stands for change directory. We then need to tell it to use the software that's needed for the hack. So I'll go back to the folder where I have my software. I'm going to right click, copy the address. And then I'm going to paste this address. Hit enter. So now you will see, originally was this, now it's using the software it needs. Now I need to make a connection between this laptop and that phone. So that piece of PDF that you installed onto the phone, it had malware. Do you know what the malware did? I'll be amazed when you do this. That's malware. I changed the IP address of that phone. Now, if I know the IP address of the phone, I can log into the phone. And that's exactly what that PDF has done. So let me connect to the phone. So we type in ADB, connect. ADB stands for Android because it's an Android device. Connect. And now we need the IP address which I've set under. You see the last quadruple 5. You guys can't see it, but it's quadruple 5, right? Quadruple 5 is a port number which we use to make connection between this laptop and that phone. When you send guys, when you guys use an Outlook to send emails, when you send email from point A to point B, it's also using a port. Those ports are 110, 587. I could be lying to you, you won't even know, but those are the actual ports. So in this case, we're going to use port number quadruple 5. So what we do is press enter.
Oh, that's nice.
And it says connected to the IP address. So that means I've established a connection between this laptop and that phone. So now we need to get the image of it. So what do we do for that? Type another command, ADB, Android, shell ls. Shell ls will list the directories that's in the phone, but I want to navigate to where you took that picture. So I'm going to tell you to go specifically to a section. On an Android device, they're all saved in the same directory. And that directory is sdcard /DCIM, capital letters, ECIM is called with every single file is stored camera, because we want to use camera. And we need to click enter. And now you'll see this image there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
2 images, yes?
yeah.
That's those 2 files there.
Okay.
Oh.
So now,
Pixels.
that is the hack. No, it's not that. You guys cannot see the image, right? So we need to download the image onto this laptop. The first thing we need to do is create a folder. Close this, because I need to store this image somewhere. So we're gonna right click, new folder. Let's call this folder Simba. Goes to J. And let's open up the folder. As you can see, this folder is completely empty. You guys agree?
Yeah.
Nothing in there. Okay. Closing that folder. So now we need to download this image. So what we can type in is ADD Android pull. Pull in this case stands for download. Go back to the part that we're in, the SD card. Camera. Okay. And now we need to paste the image that we're taking. So we can copy that. Copy, paste. Now we have the image, and you can tell where to save it to. So the folder we just created, let's right click on that. Click on copy as on. Go back, paste. We need to take out these inverted commas. Take it out. Take it out. And let's press enter. Yes, let me guys can see. It says one file pulled. So let's go back to that folder. Somebody goes to jail.
Wow.